So I'm talking about rice flour. This is a game changer when you're making pizza. It acts as a release, so you get the pizza off the pan or a baking stone. But the beautiful thing about rice flour is it doesn't burn as easily as like cornmeal or regular flour. And so when we're making, we'll do a pizza later and we'll have a pan out. In fact, I could just grab a pan and show you this. So if I was putting dough on this pan, I would start out with this flour, and I would use my fingers like that and sort of drop it from on high and get like a nice even layer, and then I would put the wet dough on that, and that's going to allow the whole thing to come off really easily once it's cooked. So that's the whole point of this. I would, if I'm using a pizza stone, I would also do this. I would put it on the peel, which is what I'm going to release it onto the pizza stone with. You want to drop it from on high. If you're doing it down low, you're going to have like clumpiness like that. So like nice high fingers. If you run out of this, we're going to be sending this with our pizza boxes, but if you knock it, lose it, run out of it, or making tons of pizza. There are other ways you can make the rice flour. I'm going to show you a couple ways to make it. So you can use any rice. I've got a brown rice here, but you could use white rice, even glutinous rice works fine. So one thing you could do, Violet came up with this idea just now, she's like, Papa, you could do it with a mortar and pestle, which is true. So you could just put some rice into the mortar and pestle, and you could just go ahead and like grind it patiently for about a minute or two, and you're gonna have like some nice rice flour. Another way you could do it is if you have a grain grinder. So this is what we use for wheat when we're cooking, but you can throw rice in here too. And that makes quick work of it and gives me a little rice flour, and that's usually what we would be doing in our house. If you don't have either of those, you can use a blender. So you can put a little bit of rice. You need to make sure the blender is really dry. This is also going to be noisy. And we're going to have a little rice flour there as well. So you can see these rice flours I just made are a little like darker in color than the one that I got from Clover. The difference is just this is a whole grain brown rice, but it works. They both work great. And if you had white rice, you could do the same thing. It would just be a little more white color. So that's rice flour. It'll totally change your pizza making.